Hello, everybody. Welcome. Amanda Porter with Enlighten here, and I have with you, or for us today, a very special guest, Vanessa Jean Ovens. And Vanessa is a presidential diamond out of Australia. So welcome, Vanessa. I'm going to tell them a little bit more about you, but hello, everybody. Hello, Vanessa. We're really excited at Enlighten to have this opportunity to work with Vanessa on this brand new product that came out at convention. And these are rollerball classes with emotional benefit. And so we partnered with Vanessa. Vanessa and I met in Australia. I was doing our tour over there this summer. And I could just feel her passion for these oils and her, I think intimacy is actually the right word, for how she knows the plants, how she knows the oils in this way that is just so beautiful and so deep and so wonderful. I immediately wanted to work with her on something because she just touched my heart. So we paired together to create this rollerball class. And Vanessa has such a gift, as you'll see, for explaining the benefit of using the oils for emotional purposes and how to bring this together for a class that you can duplicate. And so I wanted her to have this opportunity to share that with you from her perspective and add value and give you something more to do with your friends and your loved ones. So Vanessa, welcome.
Thank you. So good to be here, everyone.
Yeah, so good to have you. We're all the way across the world, of course, doing this together. So thank you for overcoming any technical challenges and being here today. So how would you get started doing this? We just want to watch you and see your perspective on it.
Sure. So really the idea was to empower everyone using essential oils, for them to be able to just kind of like open their box and start to create more magic in their lives and more alchemy in their lives, right? So a big thing that I used to get, and still getting with my master classes, the Art of Blending master classes, is how do I blend? What do I do? So I guess, you know, Amanda and I really wanted to bring something to you in a deliverable way. And we know how much you all love this book, right? So there's something really magical in that this, as a follow-up class, is something that you can pair immediately with this beautiful book and the beautiful wheel as well, for what you'd love to dissolve in your life. If it's sadness, and then you can look at, you know, where that sadness is coming from, maybe loss or grief of some sort. You can go, okay, so it's telling me to use some comforting blend or the respiratory blend. What can I really do with that? What can I create for myself with that? Let's look at what I want to call in. Okay, let's go to the love ray. So I'm going to go to the love ray here and look at some of the oils. And still what I'm finding is for people is, how do I bring them together in a melody that's going to smell good and feel good and match up with what I'm learning from this? So we've created two beautiful kits, and there's more coming. We've created Power and Purpose and Ease and Grace. So a big question I'm getting as I'm touring around the UK right now is, what's the difference with the two? So I'm going to quickly address that and then go into the class. Does that sound okay?
That's great.
All right. So Ease and Grace, which is this beautiful one with the blues and the purples. And these are my pure fumes. We've called them rollerballs just in case people didn't understand what a pure fume was. So, okay, so Ease and Grace, imagine this. It's like you align with the divine and what you're calling in from the universe or that higher intelligence. And just be yourself anchoring to the earth. You're going to draw that in via the heart center and bring that into being. So Ease and Grace allows you to bring that in fully. Power and Purpose is allowing you to use your will forces to bring into being what you'd love to manifest. So with both of them, you're going to create really powerful intentions. We're going to match them with affirmations and various exercises, and we're going to empower people by creating these beautiful pure fumes that they can anoint themselves with. So follow-up classes are vital for everyone. If you want the world to be touched by essential oils and the majesty of these gifts of the earth, then you really need to educate them. And I find getting our hands into it and our hearts into it with a group of people is a beautiful way to do this. So let's look at Power and Purpose today. Your kit comes with a description at the top. So even if I just enrolled and you, as the person who introduced me, gifted me this pack, I would understand what to do. It tells me what I have in this. It covers for 12 guests to come to my class, and all I need to do is provide the fractionated coconut oil and some roller bottles. And if you want to, and I recommend it, it makes it easier, these cute little funnels as well. Mm-hmm. And you can pour the fractionated coconut oil into your roller bottles. Okay, so on the back of that, we've got some great facilitator tips and a way for them to really journey this so that they feel empowered. No one needs to know the whole world about essential oils. And we even have the list of essential oils needed for this class. Something really beautiful that you might want to consider is have everyone bring their oils, right? Have them bring what they have. Have them bring their FCO. And you can all just get together as a sisterhood, brotherhood, community, and be doing this together. And each person saying, hey, I've got that one. Do you have this one? And they can swap and share a drop or two from each of their bottles. So even for those just starting out, it's so empowering. Okay, so this is a follow-up class that I really recommend. Did you want to say anything, Amanda, before I launch into?
I just want to say that I absolutely love that suggestion. I think that's so beautiful. It gets people talking to each other and out of just their own space. I just think it's wonderful. So a good suggestion.
So when I first started, I enrolled with the Home Essentials kit, so I didn't have every single oil, but I was holding lots of classes and inspiring lots of people. And what I really loved to do was say, okay, in 2 weeks' time, let's get together, same place, same time, right? So it's kind of like same bad channel, right? So if we're here on Thursday night at 7 p.m., are you open to us getting together again? Let's come together again at this time. And some people may not be able to come, but I found the majority, if not all, would do it. They were excited. And this is what I would say. So you're going to have your own beautiful essential oils by the end of this class, your own wholesale account. In 2 weeks' time, we're going to get together again. You can all bring your beautiful essential oils and the carry oil that you have. And I'm going to bring mine as well. And I'm going to bring you some beautiful gifts of roller bottles and even some spritzer bottles. I'm going to show you how to make some beautiful pure fumes for yourself using the essential oils you have. And I can show you some of the new oils that can marry beautifully with what you have. How does that sound? So we make a time there and then, and we start this class. Now, instead of you just kind of doing a class and feeling like it's everywhere, you can set up the table ready for them with a rollerball each ready for them. So it kind of looks like, it looks like this. They have the stickers with the tops each. They have the affirmations cards. And on the back of the affirmations cards, we have the oils that are in the blends. And we've pulled out one of the oils and we've matched it so that when they refer to their emotions book and just have this on hand, they can say, oh my gosh, spearmint, the oil of confidence speech. That makes such sense that that's in I Speak My Truth. Assist me in becoming emotionally clear about what I want to say and then saying it. So it's like this quick little extract and it creates a powerful anchor for them. So we're constantly creating anchors in this. So they get these two things and these are perforated, so they just break them off and make their own little as cards so they look like this. And then they have their own little kit each. Now, in the class, we'll go through this, but I just want to show you it opens out to a double-page spread there, which is all the blends, and then exercises at the back. Now, just like any class we do, they can follow through. So let's begin. I'm so excited to have you all here. It's my heart's song to share these with you. And today we're going to create some very empowered blends that you can use as pure fumes in your life to reduce all toxicity and just cut that out. You don't need any perfumes anymore. You can just anoint yourself lovingly with these beautiful blends. So this is a complement to the aromatic dressing that you're doing daily now. Who's doing aromatic dressing daily? Fabulous. So you've dressed yourself in the oils, but throughout the day you can carry these beautiful rollerball blends in your purse, in your bag. And as you feel you need it, you can just pull it out of your bag and roll that over your throat center or whatever it is. And you have I Speak My Truth, for example. And you will align with it some beautiful affirmations. And I'm going to talk this through with you this class. So let's just revisit the potency of these essential oils. We're looking at essential oils that are 100% pure essential oil. There are no synthetics or fillers within. So as you use them, remember, less is more. The ratio that we're going to use to create our pure fumes is for every 2 mils of carrier oil, it's 1 drop of essential oil. If you'd like to reduce this for children or babies, we can do that too. So for children, you halve that. And for a baby in 10 mils, 1 or 2 drops is enough, depending on the baby's size and weight. Now, I would really love to encourage you all to get out of your headspace when blending and not worry too much about top, middle, base notes and how do I balance. You'll find you'll intuitively go there. The base notes are going to last. They're lasting. They're going to penetrate the blend and just come off for the whole day. Something like vetiver, for instance. Your mid notes are going to dance around the heart center and uplift you, and you'll get those wafts throughout the day. You know, you could think something like a lang which you smell immediately, but it's still coming through for quite a while. And your top notes are something like your citruses. They evaporate off quite fast, yeah? So you'll smell those first and foremost. Now, use the emotions book as your guide and have fun with that in the class. You'll hear things, exclamations, like people say, oh, I'd really love to do I Live My Purpose. Wow, okay, look at those oils in there. It has Melissa or Roman chamomile. And then I can team that with frankincense and Hawaiian sandalwood. And it's all there on their pages. So they can read the book. And it's kind of like oracle cards because they're like, oh my gosh, this is so perfect for my life right now. And let them be empowered and just unfurl the wings of their heart and unravel that in their journey. So what I've given you on these is the number of drops per roller bottle plus the number of drops per diffuser. And then under it, it gives an application for those that are just feeling like they're very new and they're not sure where to anoint themselves. So we have that as well. Okay, so let's go with making a blend, and I'll show you how fun it is for everyone. I'll just set this over here. Okay, so you're going to take a rollerball. Now, you can have fun with coloured rollerballs if you want to. They're really pretty. And you can use clear rollerballs. And what I recommend is you all place your essential oils first in the bottle, and then you're going to top it up with the FCO, the Fractionated Coconut Oil, and just top it up to just below the shoulder of the roller bottle. So let me demonstrate this for you. We are going to create I Manifest Greatness now, because we could all do with more greatness in our lives and standing in the truth of who we are, right? So I can read this and it's telling me 2 drops of ginger, 2 drops of lime or litsea, for those that have that, 2 drops of wild orange, and 1 drop of spikenard. So this one has a higher ratio of essential oil in it. They're quite gentle essential oils. Others you'll see it's just like 1 drop of Melissa, for instance, and, you know, 2 of Frankie Boy and 2 of Hawaiian sandalwood, you know, so some will just vary. So what we're going to do is let's begin with our beautiful ginger, okay? We'll take 2 drops, and I will talk through the essential oils that I use in a moment. But now the ginger in this is warming the belly. It's opening us up to our greatness. It's warming us from the inside out, helping us to move out of a contracted state into an expanded state. And then we take 2 drops of lime to lighten and brighten the beautiful gift that ginger brings into our lives, that warmth. Now we take wild orange. We do 2 drops of wild orange because we all need more joy bubbles in our life, right? Wild orange is right. Oh, joy bubbles in a bottle. He's just pure joy. He's also the oil of abundance. If you look at our beautiful emotions book, now let's look at abundance in its entirety. Abundance comes in many ways, right? Joy is part of it. Financial abundance, health, wealth, whatever it might be for you, mental clarity, an abundance of peace, of tranquility. So the wild orange is beautiful. And then we're going to take some spikenard. And we're going to add 1 little kiss of spikenard to this glorious blend. Spikenard is definitely one of the heavenly oils. He was used and is still, in some traditions, used to connect with the divine. We come fully into our heart space with this, and I'm talking the unconditional heart, the place where we dwell in gratitude, where we dwell with the energy of grace. It reminds us to stay connected, or plugged in, if you like, to the divine flow. It's deeply grounding, deeply penetrating, and he will hold this blend beautifully. So now what I'm going to do is take my cute little funnel. So most essential oil, suppliers type businesses have these as well as with the roller bottles. So it just depends on the country you're in. And then we take our fractionated coconut oil. So the fractionated coconut oil remains liquid because those long fatty chains have gently been heated out. There's no scent. You pass it through stone, and usually the scent passes. So we are just going to, if you can all see this, can you see that okay?
Yeah, that looks great. Mm-hmm.
Great. We're just going to fill this to below the shoulder, and that way the roller top goes in really nicely as well. You see that beautiful golden color, the citrus is coming through, and the ginger is gorgeous.
It looks lovely how it's transformed the color in the bottle. Looks great.
And then we're going to take our little top here. We're going to push that in like so. And then we're going to put the top on there. And there's your pure fume. Now, if oil was to get around the edges, I had the funnel so it didn't. You just want to take like a cloth or a tissue and just wipe that. And now, some more fun. Now we go to our beautiful stickers. And we're going to go to Manifest Greatness. And we stick it on long ways. And Manifest Greatness. And then on the top, we have cute little round stickers for the top there. And the word on this says greatness. What a gorgeous anchor when you look in, right? So you can place these in a little case like this. And, this slots very easily in there. And you get 6 blends for this one and 6 blends for ease and grace. So you can have your blends across the top here and at the bottom here, and they fit beautifully. Okay?
That's great. I love that carrier. It's a good one for the blends. Easy.
Such a cute, just purple and black, it's fun. Now, where do we go from here? So as a group, we've created that first one, and now we're going to share with them, and they can all read their affirmation. So, I manifest greatness. And if you read on here, some of the suggested places to anoint it is anoint the forehead between the eyes. So that's the ajna, the third eye. And I've kept this really basic so it appeals to everyone, men, women, children. You don't have to believe in the energy centers or chakras. You can just be, yeah? Mm-hmm. So anoint the forehead between the eyes, the abdomen, and roll up to the heart center. Apply to the feet, then wrists and palms. So I'll give you a little demonstration. So it could go something like this, holding the intention of manifesting greatness. And then placing some in the palms and on the wrist, and have them breathe it in and read. I reclaim my right to live a life of bliss. I step into my greatness. I am magnificent. I am a magnificent being, intelligent, bright, and expansive. I serve the higher good and align my actions with love and creation. I choose my destiny. So you can deeply anchor that, and that's the affirmation there. And on the back, it has the essential oils that have gone in it. And we've pulled out ginger, the oil of empowerment. Empowers my vision as the creator of my own life. no longer waiting for outside circumstances to change. I choose my own destiny. And of course, they can take this beautiful book then, and if they want to, they can read up every single oil that we've put in this blend, or in the blends they choose to create with you this night.
And Vanessa, I love how you had them smell it before and after to anchor, as you said, because it creates this aromatic anchor in the brain so that the words with the scent actually do anchor that and give it more power in their life. Exactly. So thank you for demonstrating that.
That's a pleasure. I'm so passionate about aromatic anchoring because I feel that all of us as educators, we're shining a light forth into the world. And we know, and you can remind them on this class, I want you all to remember this, nothing takes us faster down memory lane than our olfactory senses, right? So as we inhale, it goes up those olfactory bulbs, it's entering the brain, and it does access the limbic system. Of course, it's dancing, with the brain and different parts of the brain, but that limbic system, the emotional control center, and that part that creates memories. I mean, when I breathed this in, I just kind of got lost with that information, with that affirmation. I was like, oh, I am magnificent. I felt it there. And then I kind of got back to the words. You notice that, right? And it's like you just let yourself go with it. And as you're breathing in, what does that feel like? This, to me, it's like magnificence. It's greatness. It's really stepping into my light. So every time I smell this and use and anoint myself, I come back to the moment of creating this and the emotions that were there. See, affirmations alone aren't enough, you guys. We need to have an elevated emotion with it, right? Joy, love, gratitude, and you tie that in with the affirmation and it raises our vibration. We're helping to rewire that beautiful neural network, those pathways, firing, igniting them. We want to just be in our passions. So as you do this class, make it fun, make it creative. They don't have to make every single blend there and then. They're going to go home with these. So if you wanted, everyone could make one blend each there and then. And then you could say, okay, everyone, take out that journal that I asked you all to bring and your pen. And I'd love you all now to really anchor deeply and connect with what you'd love to manifest in the world. And just have them close their eyes and hand over heart, breathe in that blend. And what is it that you would love to manifest? And just be silent and let them sit with that. And then, after a few moments of just reflection, I want you to call in everything that you want to summon forth into your life, to journey with you to manifesting that greatness or to speaking your truth. Whatever it is in that blend that you were drawn to. See it in all its detail. Feel the joy in your heart for having this. Feel the gratitude you feel for manifesting this, for living this. Breathe that in. Take your hands over your nose now. Breathe in that blend. And now, in silence, pick up your pen and begin to write down a letter to the universe. And you write that letter in all of the details. And release it. Send it with love. After you've written that, read it out loud. Anchor it with your beautiful blend again. And just see yourself in your mind's eye. Close your eyes again, releasing it to the universe, to that higher intelligence, to God, Goddess, Spirit, Source, whatever it is you align with in this world. We hand it over to the divine because we are divine. Right? And as we hand that over, we remember the truth of who we are. So no matter which blend they've chosen, you could choose any exercise at all on the back of this, and they'll journey with it. So this class is more than just creating for, for LRP, right? It's going to do that. It's going to support them with being empowered to choose for their blends for the coming months, the oils they want to bring into their life. Absolutely. It's doing so much more than that, you guys. This is allowing them to create a relationship with the essential oils. Smelling Sir Spikenard on his own, they might go, ooh, and they smell it in this blend and they're like, my gosh, what a joy. This blend just opens me up. It warms me from the inside out. This is what we want to do. We want to take them on a sacred journey with the plant medicine of these essential oils.
Absolutely. I love what Vanessa is talking about here, having people have their own experience And the thing that's magical about like the blends in these kits and what you can send home with people is that it's happening both on this neurological level, actually within the brain, the limbic system, neuroplasticity, right? So you're changing pathways and creating new pathways in people's lives for better results. It's a real thing. It's amazing. And also from the heart, there's so much energy. There's a lot of energy to this, and a lot of shifting and a lot of change. And so I really, as people have their experience with the essential oils, they'll take that beauty into their life and then they'll want to radiate it out. And this is just your opportunity to give people that experience, to help them connect, to give them a pathway to walk of their own journey. So thank you. It's so beautiful. I love that. Thank you for sharing.
It's a pleasure. I'd love to share something else with you all, a gorgeous way that you can use these kits also. Just take a little empty organza bag and you put the affirmation card in there with it, with the blend that you've made. So I've just got I Speak My Truth ready, and you just have it ready. And isn't that such a gorgeous little hostess gift?
I love that. That's so pretty. It's so great.
So you can have people host beautiful classes like this, or just an everyday class, a beautiful home essentials or natural solution kit class, and have this as their beautiful gift, and everyone can smell it, and then you book the follow-up class with them having smelled this and experienced this. So it's a beautiful way to do it. You know, for me, if you're looking at this this model of the way doTERRA share their essential oils, it's all about empowering and educating. I would love for all of you to inspire, delight, and educate people every day in different ways to touch them. And this is a beautiful way, you guys. This is so gorgeous. It's a glorious way to do it. You can do it in half an hour or 45 minutes, or you can do it as an hour-long class doing more of the oils, right? So you can do this any way you want. You can take this and take these affirmation cards and just put them in the middle. So just have them kind of, you know, splayed out, kind of like how you would oracle cards, you know, maybe like this. And everyone just intuitively, like with their eyes closed, because it's written on it, right? With their eyes closed, they can put their hand over, or they can do with eyes open and go to the one they're drawn to. They can't see the oils on it if you do it that way up with the affirmation, and they can just choose it. And then the one that they choose is the one they make for that class, for instance. So there's different ways to do this. And then they can read, you know, the emotions book to go with their blend and really deeply anchor what they've just stepped into. And it's the energy of creation. So would you like me to go through a little bit of what oils I've chosen for each blend and why?
I would. Thank you. Yeah, that'd be great.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And if you want to interject with the emotions book aspect as well, just feel free. So I Live My Purpose. We have for each of these blends, as I said, the ratios or suggested drops for rollerballs and also diffuser blend. So we have, we've given you an option with Melissa or Roman chamomile for this one. And of course, you could also incorporate, if you wanted, if you don't have the Melissa or Roman chamomile, I know not everyone has this, so it's going to be a tease, but for those that do, you could do Litsea as well to replace that.
Well, and then just remember too, as Vanessa's pointing out, there's options. So you don't have to have every single oil. That's one's a region-specific oil, but just know you can mix and match based on what you have. So you don't have to feel intimidated by that.
Absolutely, not at all. And you can just kind of, what I would suggest you do is just take the lids off the bottles like this and, you know, add your different oil in and, oh, yum, that smells really good, or it just needs a kiss of this or a hug of that, you know, and you can just add that in. Okay, so this one has Melissa, frankincense, Hawaiian sandalwood. I Live My Purpose. The reason I've chosen these is they're very high vibration oils. They're aligning us with the divine, connecting us with the truth, helping to, you know, relinquish that or dissolve that veil, the density of the veil that often stops us from seeing the truth of who we are and the truth of what's occurring in life. right? So each of these are incredible essential oils, and in their own way, something like Hawaiian sandalwood, you look at these big trees, they anchor us deeply into the earth. So we've got all that juice from Mother Earth coming up through us and connecting us with heaven. Frankincense, just totally connecting us with this truth of who we are, taking us into the divine. For me, when I work with frankincense, I hear him and he says, this too shall pass. This too shall pass. And it's like when we're having one of those wobbles in the day or something's happening and we feel, really, why is this happening now? I thought I worked with that 10 years ago. You know, Frankie Boy reminds us this too shall pass. Frankie Boy is who I affectionately call frankincense for those that don't know. Now, Melissa, the oil of light, and maybe, you know, you can read a little on Melissa for people to understand her. She's an incredible essential oil, high vibration essential oil to really take us straight to source. This is my experience of her. It's like, you know, people talk about activating the pineal gland and awakening that way. This essential oil, for me, really contributes to that and goes quite profoundly with the frankincense and Hawaiian sandalwood. We did Roman chamomile as an option to that, and Amanda can illuminate with that with the book. But for me, Roman chamomile, she's like this balm in our lives. She's another heavenly oil and responds very well to children as well. Or sorry, children respond very well to her because she's so calming. She's so opening, and she helps to open up the flower of our hearts. Right. So, Amanda, do you want to share a little on this? Where we've suggested to anoint is the forehead and crown of the head, so the top of the head. And you can think of that place also as that soft spot for babies. You know, it's for us, we don't have that anymore, but that's, you know, what you're looking at. For those that are more esoteric, the crown chakra connecting you with the upper chakras, you know, you might be interested in that. Over the abdomen, the heart center, on each wrist and up the forearms. I just want to speak to that a little bit. So the heart center, can you actually see me fully, Amanda? Like if I'm touching here and here?
About from here, so not below the upper heart, no.
Okay. So just here is like the heart chakra that people talk about, the heart center, but here is the upper heart, and this is the unconditional heart. So this is what we really want to open up, and you can actually anoint yourself over both those heart centers and just imagine, see or sense in the way that you do this beautiful rainbow bridge of light going between the two. Right? You don't have to do this. I'm just giving you an option for those that want to go a little more spiritual or esoteric maybe, or just have a bit of fun and play with the chakras, right? You've got so many ways you can do it. And like I said, if you just stick to saying over the heart or over the throat, it's not going to put anyone off either, okay? Share away, Amanda.
Okay, so just a little bit from Melissa. So you can get some of the vibe of the light that's offered with Melissa. I'll read from the book, but it says that Melissa reminds individuals of who they truly are and why they came to this earth. Melissa invites one to release everything and anything that holds them back from reaching their fullest potential. It reminds them to connect to their inner voice, and it uplifts the soul by preparing one to ascend. When one feels too weighed down by the burdens of life, Melissa encourages them to keep going. It gives strength and vitality to the innermost recesses of the heart and soul. And this oil invites one to participate in higher realms of living and dreaming. So there's more, that's just an excerpt, but it shows you how powerful of a lifter Melissa is and how expansive it is for us.
Yeah, she's a divinely expansive oil. I mean, this whole blend is very expansive, right? It's going to take anyone out of contraction. Anyone who's feeling stuck, like this inability to move forward, feeling lost in life, this is a powerful blend. So our demonstration, hopefully just with that one, I Live My Purpose from the Power and Purpose pack, hopefully that will show you a way that you could dance this through with people. Okay, so I'll just quickly go through the rest. I speak my truth, 2 drops of Frankie Boy, 2 drops of lavender, and 2 drops of spearmint. So frankincense aligns us with our truth, right? Lavender, known as that oil of communication. Spearmint helps to bring that communication forward into being, the physical manifestation of that which lies deep within us that we often lock down or shut down in us. So spearmint brings great joy and freedom and liberty to our communication. Lavender is like the duvet of the aromatherapy kingdom, right? So she's like going to wrap you up and help you to feel so safe to express in the beingness of who you are. A lot of us feel like we have to wear lots of facades, and she's going to help you get through that, right? Mm-hmm. We've suggested over the heart center and continue rolling up over the throat. Mm-hmm. And again, this is a really good blend. A lot of people are loving this blend. That spearmint's really lifting it. So just, put her where you want. I just want to speak to this point here. So what I'm talking about is from the wrist up to the forearm to the elbow crease. That's the lung meridian. So it's increasing respiration, increasing expansion. Also, for me, a beautiful way of connecting and igniting the flame of our heart. Did you want to add anything to that, Amanda?
I was feeling that because for me, spearmint has been such a powerful ally in my journey to actually connect to my innermost thoughts and feelings. And it's still a continuum, but as we expand and we invite these oils in, we can journey into places that we never thought we would be. And I love that because I tend to put oils on the lung meridian on the inner sides of my wrists and forearms because I find that it helps to free me up. There's so much for me that I hold in the lungs, and it helps sort of disperse that emotionally and make me feel more free. And, there's great physical benefits as well. So I love that she offers that as a specific recommendation for where to place it. And do know at the same time that we're talking about all of this, we're talking about this very energetically because there's so much power. There's so much power in what the essential oils do for us energetically and emotionally. But do remember, for those that attend your classes, there is amazing physical benefits to all of this as well. There's a ton of case studies about some of these oils do for us. With the brain chemistry. So know that there's layers and layers and layers of benefit that you're offering to people when you're offering these oils and the classes. So anyway, thanks.
Yeah. Beautiful. Thank you. So my vision is clear. We have 2 drops of clary sage, which I believe you call the oil of vision, don't you, Amanda?
Yes.
Clarity and a drop. Sorry?
Clarity and vision. Yes, absolutely.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And we have a drop of patchouli. And in this, it has 2 drops of white fur. I'm sorry, you guys. He was definitely my favorite fur. We didn't know he was going. We've checked in with the energetics and vibrations. Siberian fur is a beautiful match to this blend. So you could just swap out the white fur when you run out of him and add that beautiful Siberian fur, which is an amazing addition from doTERRA now. Okay, so Patchouli's really going to ground this and earth this. She's nourishment. If you look at some of the physical benefits of patchouli, one of them is actually deodorizing. Feel that in the emotional realm. What is it that she's going to clear out and clean out and create that sparkle to? How can patchouli come into your life and transition you out of the mud, the quagmire, the stench of living in the past, help you create by pulling in from the future possibilities, right? The white fur and the Siberian fur, they stand strong and sure like sentinels of the forest. They anchor you deeply and profoundly to like the core of the earth, and they carry you through. They're standing by you. They're journeying with you. They're helping you to dissolve what no longer serves you from the past, right? So with the patchouli, there's a strong dissolvement happening. There's this effect that's going on where we're not just processing and staying stuck in that. We're actually dissolving. We're lightening and brightening. And in comes clary sage. The clary sage brings this clarity of where you'd like to move forward to. She helps us to align with the vision, with courage, strength, determination. She's a balancer. She's a regulator. So she takes you onto a whole other path if you only trust her in that way. Mm-hmm. And some suggested places we've said, like, roll lovingly over the belly. You know, the belly, there's so much that happens there, so much that we feel we can't digest or we can't move forward with or we can't swallow in life. So that really helps to just bring some gentleness and tranquility to this place. It also helps you anchor and access your empowered state, to ignite the fire of your belly again, which you need when you need courage to move forward and live your visions. And we've also said the forehead, between the eyes, behind each ear, so that beautiful dip there, and massage behind the ears. That's really lovely. And just massage, and you can massage the lobes and come down for relaxation, because when you want your vision to be clear, you want to be tranquil. You want to come into that still state, slow down those brain waves, which these beautiful essential oils do. They're quite deep and penetrating. Mm-hmm. We've also said the nape of the neck and the crown of the head. So the back of the neck is a beautiful entry point. You can take it up under that occiput region, so to access the occipital areas of the brain. So yeah, what would you like to add, Amanda?
I just love this, because I love the idea that Vanessa brought into this at the beginning as well, is that these will resonate with people at different times and in different places of their life and their day and just the season that they're in. And so it's this gift to empower people to have resources on hand for what they need in that moment, because we don't always know what someone else needs, but when we give them the tools, they can take that in and use it when they need it in their space at their time and connect to it deeply. Because some things like this, like with the vision, we don't know until we can get out of, say, kind of our day-to-day and the grind and all of that. As Vanessa said, get some stillness, have some quiet, and then suddenly you're using this blend, and it's got the clary sage, and you're calming down those brain waves, all the activity, all the things that are happening, and suddenly they can have this experience of clarity, and they know where they need to go next or what the next step is in their journey. And it's just offering these tools. That's the only job that we have, is to offer the tools for them on their journey, and they're going to find a beautiful path forward. They just need your assistance to help give them some tools to assist them there. So I just wanted to offer that.
Yeah, thank you. And what's really beautiful about this is when we're really affirming my vision is clear, and I want to share with you the affirmation with this, what happens is we start to summon to us, because the universe conspires to make it happen with us, right? There's this beautiful delivery point with us in the universe. And you start to see differently. Right? So my vision is clear isn't this, esoteric thing. It's actually your vision is so much clearer. So people and events presenting before you, you're seeing the synchronicities, you're seeing the magic behind them, the transformation. The affirmation is, I release the patterns, habits, and stories that don't serve me, allowing them to dissolve. I embrace the vision of my truth and see it with clarity every day. My vision is pure. I follow the song of my heart. Because courage comes from the heart. Look at the word courage in French. Cour is heart, right? This is coming from the heart. I mean, I could have easily put Frankie Boy in this, frankincense, right? Because clear vision with, with aligning with truth, that would be a match as well. So you guys play with these, We want you to feel empowered and to really connect with it, moving forward. We've pulled out the clary sage as the oil as the highlight for you, and it says, dispels darkness and illusion, helping me to see my limiting belief systems, opening my soul to new possibilities. Isn't that glorious? Like, this is why we're here, to open up ourselves to like the infinite realm of possibilities and connect with that, anchor that. That's aligning with the divine, and that's taking a vision and handing it over. That's why that exercise of writing the letter to the universe is so powerful. You can do it with calling a beloved, calling in a child that you've longed for, or a fur baby, or a new job, or doing just, greater service in the world. It's really beautiful. So the next one is I honor my heart. So you can see how these are all flowing beautifully like a story, these blends. We have 2 drops of bergamot, a drop of ylang ylang, a drop of geranium, and a drop of grapefruit. Now, you know, bergamot is incredible for so many things. It is an uplifting oil, you know, mood-wise. But I found over my years teaching aromatherapy, like, so powerful for helping to reduce those anxious states, the fear of the known, of the unknown. Like, he moves really powerfully in us, right? So when you're working with bergamot, understand that while he's lifting you emotionally or mood-wise, there's a lot of other stuff going on, right? And it's super important for the person to just take that lid off the bottle and smell it, right? Because no matter what we say, all the words in the world aren't going to give them the experience. So as you share this class with people, I mean, we're just going through this so you all have a great understanding and you can take from it what you want. But as you share this class, I would suggest you let them just open the lids on the bottle and make those rollerballs and have their experience, right? And just touch them. Give them touches of what these oils are. You don't have to tell them every single thing you know about bergamot. Just that's enough. Mm-hmm. You know, he's amazing for relinquishing the heaviness, take us back into expansion, helping to alleviate anxious states, and helping us to just let go of those fears, both known and unknown. Yeah.
I love bergamot because it also, especially in relation to this blend about honoring your own heart, it really it's so uplifting, but it helps get into this space and speak to our own self-acceptance and the things that hold us back from loving ourselves. And that's why I love Vanessa saying, let them smell it. Just let them smell it and let them have an experience with this. It's a powerful, powerful oil. So I love it. So I'd interject. Thanks, Vanessa.
Yeah, no, I mean, a lot of us love bergamot. And I think because, you know, it's become so well known for so many as the oil of self-acceptance, I also love to highlight how that comes about. You know, if we're no longer caught up in anxious states and density of fear, then what happens? We start to accept life. We start to accept ourselves. We come into loving ourselves more and start to accept the gifts that life brings. So though it's the oil of self-acceptance, it's the oil of acceptance. Mm-hmm. It's bridging that gap of, you know, take us out of contraction and creating this bridge between us and the essence of life and the gifts that she wants to bring to us, right? Beautiful. So it's a very powerful. Mm-hmm. Please keep in mind that of the citruses, this is probably the most photosensitive, so just care with being sunburned. So for those that live in hot climes, not one that you want to aromatically dress in over the whole body. Anointing your wrists, you know, it's fine. That's gonna go okay for you. Okay, so then we have ylang ylang. Oh my gosh, I love ylang ylang. She's really beautiful, and I've just put one drop because she can overpower a whole blend. Because she's like, I want to bring joy to the world. I want to like hook you up with that inner child and sprinkle you with love and reconnect you with that unconditional heart of yours. And let's dance, let's play. You know, ylang ylang and wild orange together. My gosh, it's like a party in the fields, right? So ylang ylang in this blend, you know, it's like we want to honor our heart. We want to open the unconditional heart center. And for me, I want to have fun with it, right? Because I love to have fun with everything in life. And I believe she brings that in. She's a sensual essential oil. She's an aphrodisiac. Aphrodisiacs allow us to open to receive, you guys. Right? So this is powerful, powerful blend. Geranium comes in and she works really beautifully. Well, you all know with the hormones, right? But she works really beautifully to help dissolve anger, the torrent of rage, of grief, of stuff that would bind us to the density of this world, right? And she allows us to remember to trust again, to flow, to call in ease and grace. Right? So this is one of those essential oils that can be a bit hit and miss for a lot of people. Just one drop in this and she's just going to give her gift. It's just like a little drop in an ocean of goodness. Right? And then grapefruit. Wow. I think you should read a little on grapefruit. She's a very special essential oil, but I found for me and for a lot of people who have struggled with, you know, with body image and eating disorders, she's been no end of comfort and support. And I love her in water because she not only dissolves, for me, what I feel like she's doing is she's dissolving the toxicity that not just dwells within my physical cells, but within the cellular memory of what I was carrying from long, long ago. right? So I find if I slip into ever comparison or not feeling good enough, or, you know, just having a bad day or a fat day, I just feel like I can put her in my water and it's like, oh, the angels are singing again, I'm connecting, and kind of saying to myself, oh, what a nutter, you know, I still don't need to go there again. So when I put my aromatic dressings, I just find it deeply supportive, right? And joyful. She lifts the mood. In this blend, she's like bringing that twist in. You know, she's just going to enhance it. Citruses are naturally uplifting, but grapefruit, I want to tell you, she's bringing this other melody to it. Really bring grapefruit into your life, such a simple essential oil that's bringing a lot of goodness to the emotional realm. Do you want to read a little bit, share on her for a time?
I'd love to. Vanessa highlighted how important this is for physical perception and loving our bodies. I'll read the very last part of the oil description in Emotions and Essential Oils. And it says, grapefruit encourages integrity by respecting one's physical needs. This oil assists individuals in listening to their true physical needs and impulses, so getting us more in touch. It also assists them taking responsibility for what they feel. So grapefruit teaches that no amount of food can fill the hole in a heart. Only love can do that. As individuals take ownership of their feelings and get the help they need in addressing those feelings, they no longer have to hide behind food or body abuse or regimens or eating issues or other forms of obsession. It reminds them that they are loved and appreciated, and that their physical body is a gift to journey together through life. So grapefruit is so powerful. It's such a powerful ally, and so many of us just really need to partner with grapefruit to heal.
Yeah. And remember, what manifests in the physical stems from something deep within us brewing, or that we've shut down or locked down from when we were younger. So I really find that she helps to unmask that. So I often marry her with some black pepper and ginger to really bring clarity for me, unmask whatever it is that I may have hidden and not remember there.
Great.
So can I share with you the affirmation we've written for this? So I was really called to do an I Honor My Heart blend. And as I was bringing the affirmation through, I could just see so many of us walking this beautiful path. And for me, I really align with trees. So I was like in a forest, and it was sunlit and beautiful, and, you know, dappled light coming through, and just let this be whatever it is. That I walk the path of my heart. I have freedom to explore and express love passionately, playfully, creatively. My heart and mind are connected and aligned. I am majestic, a being of pure light. I love and accept every part of who I am. And then just breathe that blend in, breathe it in and anchor, and read it again if you need to. And what you might find really useful with these affirmations is there's one sentence that just glows, that just really speaks to you. And that's the one you keep repeating. Right? They come in a really handy size, so you can put them up on your mirrors to read, or have it on your bedroom, your dresser, or your bedside table, whatever it might be. I Manifest Greatness is the next one, so I've done that one. The last one is Truth Serum. All of these blends for ease and grace and power and purpose, I created brand new for this, except for Truth Serum. Truth Serum was one I had, and it's one that hundreds of people have just loved, and I just really wanted to share it with you all. And Amanda and Brandy and a couple of others from Enlighten got so excited about it, so we added this as like an extra gift for you all. It has arbor vitae, Hawaiian sandalwood, frankincense, and wild orange. You're working with powerful trees here. Arbor vitae, living for over 100 years. No bugs, insects, parasites ever attach themselves to him. He's like, for us, he's this protector. He repels the negative, that which would anchor to us in our vulnerability, has no chance, stands no chance at all with arbor vitae in our lives. I love just putting a little drop in my belly button of this. So for this blend, you could even just roll into your belly. You could use it on your forehead and crown and really align with the divine, because you've got the frankincense and the Hawaiian sandalwood again, those oils of divine. If you only have the Indian sandalwood, use that. It's just my quirkiness. I really love Hawaiian sandalwood. There's something deeply sacred and reverent and really takes me into the presence of God, of the divine, with this, of the goddess, I don't know, whatever you want to call it, that yummy divine that you can just connect with. For me, the Hawaiian sandalwood takes me right there, and I love it. So this for me is our true state. You know, for me, I believe all that's love is real. What doesn't come from love comes from fear. So the truth serum takes us out of buying into the notion that whatever's happening over here in contraction from fear is real, and brings us into, hang on a minute, let's take a deep breath. Let's take stock. And in comes Frankie Boy. Frankie Boy goes, let's see the truth of what's actually here, right? And as we see the truth, we come into joy. Hello, wild orange, right? Wild orange just touches this blend. It's like dropping these bubbles everywhere, and they're rising from our belly, the depths of our belly. Our natural state is to be in joy, you guys. So this is taking us there. Truth serum will take you beyond just expressing truth. This is like standing in the truth of who you are and living it every day. Do we love that? I love this. You know, and arbor vitae deeply anchors it as well. You know, you got powerful trees and citrus. I love it. I'm such a tree girl. But, you know, so anyway, what would you like to speak to in that, Amanda?
So I just want to say I'm, totally on fire, obviously, from Vanessa's description of it. It's absolutely amazing. And I just want to point out that one of the hidden sort of gifts of arbor vitae is that it reminds us that we just don't have to go it alone. Like that we can be supported and receive the strength of something bigger than us. Because what Vanessa's talking about, we're not in love, we're in fear, and we get contracted and we feel alone and we have the burdens. And arbor vitae is one of those to help us see the real truth, that there's so much more support and love for us than we often see or allow for ourselves. So it's a great blend. Thank you, Vanessa, for sharing that with us as a part of the kit, because it was a blessing to us and it's a blessing to others. So thank you for being willing to do that.
Yeah, it's a pleasure. I love this blend. It's sensational. I think there's a lot of unsung heroes in the oils, in the essential oils, and you'll start to see them. They're definitely in Ease and Grace, and you'll start to see them in some of the future kits that we're creating together. I'd really love for you all to just get your courage on, like really start dancing with these lesser known oils. Arbor vitae and spikenard on their own can be a bit on the nose for some people. For me, like, they're my song. I'm singing with them, right? For others, they're like, really? I don't get it. For some, even Melissa's like that, or Roman chamomile. Frankincense definitely, has been confronting for people. So we're bringing them in because we really want people to connect with these essential oils in a way that brings them joy, right? It's not about making people have oils that don't resonate with them. I mean, I certainly don't buy into, if you don't like the smell, that means you need it. I don't believe that at all. I actually believe in the wisdom of our body. If there's something we don't like the smell of, okay, well, let's try something else. Let's play with something else. Are you open to me showing you this married with a few other essential oils? And let's see how that feels for you. And usually they're really happy to do that. And if they still don't like it, you know that that's not what they need. Swap it out for something else, right? So this is your guide. This is your gift from us. These exercises on the back, again, a gift from us. I mean, we've got some beautiful, more dynamic meditations in there, like walking meditations. I really love walking meditations in silence and just, oh my gosh, my vision is clear. Use that and then go out in nature. This is just beautiful, right? There's also some beautiful mantras around being supported, and I am becoming. What am I stepping into? What am I becoming? And you can tone with these, you can sing, you can chant, you can do whatever you want. Make it your own, bring joy to it. Like Amanda and I said, we've made it as simple as possible. The front page has the art and science of blending for emotions. You could just read off that. Then as you open the pages, it has everything you need for drops, number of drops, and the essential oils for both the roller bottle and the diffusers. And then on the back is some suggested practices. If they align with you, we'd love to hear how you find these classes. Remember, you can give them on as gifts, hostess gifts. or gifts for people who are opening their wholesale accounts and you want them to experience something different. This is a beautiful thing to bring into wellness consults, creating one blend for them based on what their top 3 needs are. You could go into the energetics or emotional side with it. I know a lot of you have Itovis and other scanners like that. You could create a beautiful blend using, say, the Itovi says Clary Sage would be great for them. You could do that blend for My Vision is Clear, for instance, right? Mm-hmm. To support that. So there's lots of ways you can do this. You are going to create a beautiful tree of love within doTERRA, your own tree of love, whatever you want to call it, that is solid and strong, deeply rooted to the center of the earth, connected to the heavens, to the divine, and expanded and ever expanding. Because as you share these blends with others, that ripple effect is going to go out and they're going to want to share with others as well. So I encourage you from my heart to yours, and from the space that Amanda and myself and her amazing team at Enlighten came from with this. This is like going right into your heart space to inspire, delight, and educate the people that you're touching with these essential oils day in and day out. And the reason behind it is to serve the higher good of all concerned, to show up in service. Thank you so much, everyone.
Thank you, Vanessa. So amazing. Thank you for taking time to do this with us today. As you can tell, everyone, Vanessa is amazingly connected to these blends and to these essential oils, and we all feel the benefit of it. And you can get these, you can find out more about the essential oils involved, obviously from Emotions and Essential Oils in the book, and the blends, and just visit our website, enlightenhealing.com. And also, Vanessa has lots of great information on her website, which is foodalchemy.com.au, because she's in Australia. So we'd love to have you reconnect with us again. Watch this webinar again, feel more comfortable. We'll be doing another one with ease and grace, and a little nod because there is some more coming in the future. So much gratitude for Vanessa for sharing her gifts with us today. Thank you so much, and we'll see you all again soon.
Thanks, everyone. See you soon.